I'm Sophie from Northern Exposure, and I'm here with Bad Nerves at Leeds Festival.
Hello.
Hello.
What's going on?
How are you enjoying the festival then, guys?
Yeah, it's great. This is our third time playing Reading Leeds.
Sounds like a boast already, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh, that's all I'm planning on doing for that one, isn't it? No, it's really great. It's obviously, it went really well. We had a good
it's
crowd.
cool because like we've kind of seen the crowds get bigger over the years, and you don't really see your band getting more recognition until you kind of come and do these festivals, you know. So we're very grateful.
Yeah, it's been great.
And I guess it's kind of interesting, isn't it, at a festival, because you're never quite sure like how many of your fans are going to be here. So I guess you might get casual people coming in.
Totally.
I think the fact that a bunch of the tents fell down made everyone come and see us. So.
Yeah.
I think, not that we're glad that
Nice
happened.
one, nature.
So have you managed to watch any other bands today, or?
We saw Lambrini Girls and Spiritual
Cramp.
Cramp. Well, they're on our stage, but they're both great. We haven't actually seen anyone outside. I saw a bit of Ash Nico earlier, but only a little bit.
I've got no idea who's playing.
No, we don't really know.
I didn't even know Blink-182 were playing until yesterday.
Well, Blink-182 were the only headliner that I'd ever heard of.
Oh, okay.
Which is a bit mental, but yeah. So no, we've seen no one. We don't plan to see anyone. We fucking hate festivals. If we didn't have the gig in France tomorrow, we'd probably stick around and see some stuff, wouldn't we? But catering, I think, is number one for us.
Yeah.
Bit of food, very important.
A lot of food, hopefully.
So you've been really busy, haven't you? You've played however many festivals. And...
Yeah.
A lot.
We played more shows since August last year. We played more shows than the entire time of the band combined. We've been going for 10 years. So it's it's pretty crazy.
Only 75 left this year.
75 gigs between now and
Really?
Christmas, which is
Sounds
That's
like
crazy, yeah.
It's crazy.
That sounds like more gigs than days left.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Mental
Our
breakdown,
management
physical
hate
breakdown.
us.
Yeah. It's gonna be great, but it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, I can imagine. So what do you do when you actually have some downtime? When you're not playing a show?
I've forgotten.
Yeah, go to Tesco's Express, get a meal deal.
Yeah, or Asda. Asda's cheaper.
Yeah.
Less choice though, I would
don't know,
say.
To be honest, not that we have had so little downtime that I genuinely don't remember what I used to do.
It's weird. It's kind of like coming back from war. Not that I've been to war, but like you can't,
front line.
Yeah,
World
I
War
know
II.
exactly what it's
Exactly like that.
Yeah, it's like the
Trench foot.
Trench of the Somme all over again.
Trench soul.
But yeah, it's like you kind of forget what you actually do, right? Because you spend your whole time kind of in this mode. That going home, it's kind of
limbo.
Yeah, it's kind of nice a little bit. Try and be like healthy, because like living on the road can get pretty unhealthy, you know, like, especially when you go to America where they don't even have vegetables over there.
The only fruit
Yeah,
They don't exist.
supersize meals.
Bananas only.
That's the name of the third album. Bananas only.
Could mean anything.
So you've just released an album, earlier this year. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I mean, it came out 31st of May. It took about 4 years to make, didn't it? It was quite crazy, really, because all this crazy touring started in August last year, and we had already started recording the album, but then we were basically on tour from August right the way through to January, and it had to be done in January. So we had to record bass on the tour bus in December, and loads of it wasn't recorded come January. Like, it was really like chaotic trying to get it finished, but it's we're glad we did, because I think 4 years is quite a long time between albums, isn't it?
Yeah. We couldn't dine out on one anymore, could we?
I don't think we've dined out once on either of them. Have we? No. But yeah, no. It's we never thought we would do a second album. You know, we only planned to do one record. And,
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it was meant to just be very originally. It was just a recording project, you know, just for fun.
Yeah.
And then we quite liked the songs.
Here we are in Leeds.
Yeah, 10 years later, starving.
We didn't think any of this would ever happen. You know, like the idea of going to America was like we'd have laughed at that.
Yeah.
You know, like so.
And now we go all the time.
Yeah.
And it's boring.
They accept
We're over
us
it.
as one of their own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's great. It's really cool. Yeah. It seems like maybe we might do a third album as well. Apparently they want us to start doing that in March.
Oh,
Take
really?
the fucking piss.
Make sure you have a holiday first.
Yeah, it takes a while to write one good song. You need a good few months for that.
So do you think you had any particular sort of musical influences behind the music, or?
Yeah, I mean, the bands we were listening to at the start were a band called Radioactivity and a guy called Jay Retard. Those are the two that we were listening to at the time when we started. but you know, all the classic.
It's kind of
Ramones.
evolved from that.
Yeah.
Like that was like the band
The initial.
that we all just agreed on,
Yeah.
that we just loved. And then we got to play with Radioactivity
Yeah.
quite early in our career. And we were like, right, we can't rip them off anymore, because now we know them.
Everyone's on
And
tours
they
now.
can call us out on it. So,
Yeah.
we had to kind of change a little bit.
Yeah, no, I think, it was great to play with it. Every time someone says, "Oh, what band would you like to play?" It was like, already played with them. In Dunkirk.
Completed it, mate.
Yeah.
One
Complete.
night in
America,
Dunkirk.
tick.
Yeah.
Radioactivity, tick. I mean, you know what I mean? Easy.
So do you ever find the pressure gets to you with like big gigs that you've dreamed of like that?
I mean, so what I think the pressure that it's like you just don't want to be shit. You want people who know the songs to sort of enjoy. You know, when you go see a band and they sound nothing like the record or whatever. Like, it doesn't have to sound exactly like the record, but you still want singing to be in
We
tune.
put a bit of pressure on ourselves, but
Yeah.
like we don't take ourselves like too seriously.
No.
And, like, we did like a tour with the band for Nothing But Thieves around Europe, and they're so big they sold out a place called the Ziggo Dome, which is 17,000 people, and they sold it out 2 nights in a row, and we were supporting. So we went out in front, and after those 2 gigs, we're like, there's no pressure, because if we can go out in front of that many people and not shit ourselves, then, then we'll be fine. You know?
Yeah, that did help, I think, a bit. I mean, even
Yeah.
yesterday, I read it, and today, there's a lot of people there, but then, because we've been fortunate enough to play some of those bigger gigs supporting, mainly Nothing But Thieves, actually. There's always a joke that, we play our biggest gigs supporting them, so shout out Nothing But Thieves. But no, it does, it's not like you don't get nervous anymore, but you realise that actually you can just walk on the stage and sort of play. I think, as you said, if you don't take yourself too seriously, then it's fine. If we did, we fuck things up every gig. If we took ourselves too seriously, we wouldn't do it, because you'd be too distraught.
Yeah.
But I think, and that's a big lesson that we've learned, is that if you go on stage and you're putting this pressure on yourself that everything's got to be so perfect, it
Sucks the fun out of it.
kills it.
Yeah.
It really kills it. We fuck things up. We look at each other. and We're like, whoops. Sorry about
We've
that.
now got a mic on stage, solely so he can just take the piss out of all of us while we're playing.
Talk to everyone. And no one else can hear. But yeah, no, it sucks the fun out of it if you're too hard on yourself, So, and we're not that great musicians. We're not very good at playing our instruments, really. So
You're quite good. I'm rubbish.
no, you're brilliant.
Cheers, mate.
You're the best
I
there
was
is.
just searching for a compliment.
That's the origins of punk, though, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's it. That's the thing I think we were saying earlier. It's that's the great thing with punk music, is that you don't have to be able to play. All it is just about the vibe and the energy.
Yeah.
It's accessible for everyone. You know? That's the whole point of it.
Exactly.
You don't have to be a great musician to write a great song.
Yeah.
And to get your ideas out there. Anyone can do it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you listen to not necessarily a punk band, but Rolling Stones and Beatles and stuff, you listen to bands like some of the recordings, it's all out of time and it sounds horrible, but it's the vibe is there, and that is really all that matters, is that you get that energy across, and which is kind of lacking a bit in modern music, because you can go into the studio and you can suck all the human elements out of it and make it perfect, to a grid or whatever, and it's you lose something with that, The imperfections are actually what you connect with. And I think it's the same live. Sometimes I see a band live that have got such a well-oiled show that it almost sucks.
Yeah.
It's not as good. You'd rather see things on the edge of falling apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit
I don't know,
robotic sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know, because you do connect with that a bit more. I don't know.
Yeah, it humanises people.
Yeah, it does. When it sounds exactly like the record, you sort of it's a bit boring.
Like CD.
We're only saying that because we can't play it. We can't play it on the record. But yeah.
So what have you got coming up for the rest of the year then?
Well, 75 gigs, so basically just that.
We've got six weeks in America, starting next
of
week
weeks,
or on the 4th of September.
Yeah, supporting the Hives,
yeah.
one of our favourite
Oh,
bands.
that'll be
one
loads
the
of
best
fun.
bands
Yeah, that's
live
So good
ever.
live, aren't they?
They're incredible.
That's like a dream for us. We did the UK run with them, and we were kind of big fans of that band anyway. And they announced an American tour while we were on tour with them. We were like, oh my god, we were in the dressing room and we were like, God, imagine going out to the US. And the next day, their manager was like, do you want to go? I'd be like, yeah, right.
I remember we hadn't really spoken to we hadn't spoken to Pele much. We only spoke to a couple of them about maybe just 5 or 6 shows in, and Pele just said to us backstage, he was like, so, coming to America? That's the first thing, first sentence he said to us, and we were like,
yes, Pele, yes, we are.
Absolutely.
But they're all such good dudes, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they were lovely to us.
Because you see, like Pele, for example, all of them, you see them on stage, and it's you don't really know what they're going to be like, because they're such great showmen.
Yeah.
But you're thinking, what are they going to be like backstage? coolest dudes ever.
Yeah.
Like just so like no egos.
They're very
so
down to
great.
earth, you know. Like they were like, come and hang out in our dressing room and stuff, and we're like, oh really?
Yeah.
Like,
And they're the
really?
best band on earth. They have every right.
We wouldn't say that to you.
Yeah. Get out of our dressing room. But no, it's nice when you meet bands that you really love and they're just cool, you know.
Yeah.
Fortunately, all the bands we've toured with have been pretty cool, haven't they?
Yeah.
Raw Blood, Darkness, Nothing But Thieves. Like, we toured with some great bands. There's a lot. We've been on the road with a whole bunch of bands, man.
Yeah.
It's probably too many to name, but they've all been cool, you know. And
Yeah.
so it really makes a difference to when you're on the road, you know, together.
Have you tried to get a Hive suit then? Are you going to get one
I'm
made
quite
for
jealous.
yourself?
There was some fans there that made their own Hive suits. Do you remember?
Yeah,
Like
yeah. It was us.
But they
In
really like,
disguise.
knocked it out of the park with that.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. No, I remember that. Yeah, it was in
Yeah.
Glasgow, and we met there.
And I don't know if it'd be very cool if we turned up in America. We're like, hey guys,
Yeah.
like,
We complete.
What do
Not
you-
only have we
what do you
ripped off your
reckon?
sound,
Yeah.
we've ripped off your style too. Oh dear.
Brilliant. And one last question. If you could ban anything from a festival forever, what would it be?
Drinking
Bucket
drugs. Oh, that was a way fun. Mine was really serious answer. If you could ban anything from a festival, what would it be?
music.
Silence.
I don't know really. That's a difficult question. I've never been asked that before.
Egos.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe like throwing shit on the floor and not putting it in a fucking bin.
Yeah.
You just walk through it. Like who the hell does that?
Yeah.
There's just shit everywhere. Yeah, okay, so
Yeah.
I am
Clean
my
up.
mum, aren't I?
Yeah, you are. Like that.
She's a teacher.
Oh, I
But
see.
I mean, we were walking
fantastic,
through.
isn't
Well, when we were playing like I don't know, a couple in Europe, like I feel like it's a bit cleaner. Like, you know, the
Yeah.
people. It's like there's a bit more respect. Like you walk through it, and it's just people throwing shit everywhere. And
Yeah.
thinking, like,
Everyone's off
are
their
there
noggins,
no,
aren't
are there no
they?
bins here? Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Everyone's fucked up. Yeah, I don't know.
They ain't got time. They're too busy coming
Yeah.
up. They're like,
Imagine that if we did a festival, no drink, no drugs, and if you don't put shit in the bin,
Yeah.
you're booted out. I don't think anyone would buy tickets to
No.
that. Let's never do a festival. But yeah, I don't know. I think yeah.
no littering.
No littering.
Yeah.
That's the message.
That's
Great.
the message, please. God,
Well-
we're getting old, showing our age there. 21, forever young.
Well, thanks, guys.
No, thank
Hope
you
you have
very
a
much.
great
We
rest of the
appreciate it.
festival.
Thanks
Yeah,
a lot.
you too.
Cheers.
Yeah, wicked.